I'm in the whip, all in the rest, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist, why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, you know.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended the... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down as he'll mark this just over the 10-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sparks. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Depth chart. Medical center. Entering injury report screen. 5 rows, 4 columns. Left filter Saints, right filter. Player name M. Thomas. Buccaneers selected. Saints selected. Resume.
Watch his left, watch his left.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So we come upon halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Zoom.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick.